Hello, this is Nigel from Importing Riches, and today's question is, can I send an inspector to check my lot before shipping? And this is a common question that I get from newbies. They're just concerned that they're going to receive their goods and they're not going to get scammed, and it's something that was on my mind when I first started. So the way to answer that, there's several ways. And if you just go to alibaba.com, they actually provide a service on several different ways to tackle this concern. And the first one is you can actually get a customized sourcing. This is a option that Alibaba have integrated into their system. And this is basically how it works. You submit a buyer request, that's what they call it. Then the Alibaba will then match your suppliers with your needs. They'll submit quotes. Alibaba will pre-screen, and then the buyer works towards a deal. So this is actually a free option, and they charge the companies, the factories, this. They sell those leads to the factories. And this is basically how it works here. So you just put the product name, the category, and your specs on it. How many you want, what color, go into detail, the amount, and just details that they can be as detailed as you can. And then this process will go in effect. This is pretty good, this process, because it's in Alibaba's best interest that they give you reputable suppliers, because if this system here breaks down, well, then they're not going to get genuine, international buyers coming to their site, and they're not going to get the traffic, and then it just spirals. So this is a good free service. It's called customized sourcing. It's absolutely free, and I've used this many times. The tip with this one is just create an email that is just for all your product sourcing, because you get a lot of emails back from Alibaba. See, you might submit a request, and they'll send this off and match this off with, say, 20 different suppliers that they think that it matches, and they'll sell that lead to 20 different they don't actually sell your information. They sell this information here. They keep your information private, but they sell this buyer request. Okay, they'll sell that to the suppliers and these factories, and they'll pay a premium just to get this information, get your lead, and then they'll again obviously submit back. So they don't actually get your information, but they'll get your buyer request, because that to them, that's telling them that you're interested, you want to buy this, give me the best deal. Okay, this second one is a what they call a supply assessment, and this basically is a assessment of the company or the factory that you want to deal with, and it just sort of gives you they go through a certain number of criteria, and they give you the information, and then you can go through a verification process with these companies. So they basically do the research, the background of the company, how many employees. They actually do an audit pretty much, and this audit is pretty thorough. Like it's got down to the where the actual factory is, the outlay of the factory, the health and safety, and it's very in depth. So it's like a mini audit of the company. This is something that you might want to use. I've never actually used this before, but you don't really need it. But some people that start importing, they might want to do this just for peace of mind. So yeah, definitely you can use this service. I'm pretty sure that this not really sure. I've never used it, but it could be a paid service. I'm not exactly sure. But it's definitely an option as well, because if you pay for and get the assessment done, and you know that the company is legit, you start transferring thousands of dollars to them. You want to make sure that you're going to get your goods. So that's another option, supplier assessment. The other option is the escrow service. And for those who are not familiar with escrow, basically they're just like an intermediary. They're like a company that will hold the funds, and escrow.com is the only one you should use. There are a few others that popped up, but only use escrow.com, and this is what Alibaba uses. So you basically, what you do is they will charge you 5%, but it's another sort of layer of protection that you can use. You create an account with escrow, and you create like a order with them, and explain the details. The other company, the other third party, will then come in and create their own service, create another service order that matches up with yours. You send the funds to escrow, and they'll go through the whole process of when you send the factory will actually send the goods and submit the shipping details, or the waybill number, or the TNT number, or the DHL tracking codes and stuff with escrow, and they track every single process until you get the goods. Their escrow will release the funds. Okay, so that's how that works. So it's sort of like it sort of gives you protection in a way that you definitely get your goods to your satisfaction, and you've got a intermediary that'll overlook this whole process. They will take 5%. So just an option if you want to use. It's definitely people definitely use escrow. And inspection service. This is probably what a lot of people are inquiring about. Inspection service, I don't think it's necessary. Again, if you're going to do small volume, and this is what I teach in Importing Riches, I mean, you start off small, obviously, with 1 piece or 5 pieces or 10 pieces. You don't need an inspection service, because if you do your money on 1 piece, it's no big deal. I show you how to do this anyway, so you won't. You only deal with factories that are 100% legit. So I guess this inspection service is more when you want to check the quality of the goods. Then you can actually just say, if you're going to make a container, and they're going to say, yep, no worries, we'll make the container for you. You can send an inspector over to inspect the goods to exactly what your specs were. Because sometimes the factories, they don't, through miscommunication, I've never encountered factories to just plainly rip me off, but sometimes they leave stuff out. It's only small details. They might leave a couple of parts out, or a couple of items out. It does happen. With the inspection service, they can overlook the whole process of the manufacturing, as well as the when they load the goods into container, as well as when they release the container to the shipping company. I don't think it's necessary, but it's definitely a service that you can pay for. It costs money, but it gives you peace of mind. So with that said, I hope I haven't dragged this video on too much, but it gives you an idea of the 4 ways you can protect yourself when you're first getting into finding reputable suppliers that actually send you the goods. And those 4 are at Alibaba. There's customized sourcing, supply assessment, the escrow service, and inspection service. Okay, if you want some more information on how to import like a boss, just go over to www.importingriches.com, and there'll be a link below this video. I'm Nigel, and I'll see you next time.